Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode, I think it is 58 of the Frisky Whiskey.
Whiskey time.
It's been a minute, but we're
Some things
here.
going on. We're busy,
We're
summertime.
here. Mike D almost lost a finger. And, now we're here to bring in the next, I think the rendition of one of the things that we were talking about.
Okay.
The
Well,
the whole show and tell episodes.
yeah, we need a little show and tell.
Yeah.
That's a good idea for tonight. Tonight's episode is called WTF.
Yeah.
What
What the
the
Friday?
Friday?
Most of you might know why. As a professional IT person
20 years
myself.
ago, we could have said it the right way. I'm just saying it out loud. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
All
Everything's
right.
fine. Everything's fine. All right, Mike D. So I think the way that we kind of discussed doing this is we're both going to just kind of introduce our first selection
Okay.
and kind of talk about it a little bit, and then
Yep.
we'll take some tests. So
Okay.
we'll take some swigs.
So who's gonna go first here? Me or you? We do rock paper scissors.
Why not? No,
Okay.
you can just go first. It's fine.
All right. So I'll bring something we've done before, but we've done this distillery before, but we
Okay.
haven't done this one. And I was in Boca Raton, Florida, the mouth of the rat, the
Yes.
dirty rats in Boca. And I need to just put my phone on mute there. Or
Yeah. Don't forget that.
yep. So and there was a Crown Spirits. I haven't seen a Crown in a while.
Okay.
There used to be a Crown in Juneau, and they closed a long time ago. So underwhelming in there, in my opinion. Very
Hmm.
expensive stuff that I thought were way overpriced. Stuff that I got much cheaper elsewhere.
Hmm.
But they had something. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind having this again because I had this many, many years ago, and I probably didn't appreciate what I really had.
Okay.
All right, so it's the
Oh, geez. You have to put it in
so yeah,
front of your face, maybe. I don't know. There you go.
there we go.
The
So
Hudson whiskey. All right.
it's the short stack, which is in it's maple. It's a maple gas.
You just disappeared.
Funny, right? Yeah, it's finished in maple syrup barrels. It's kind of
Ooh.
interesting. All right.
Is it like New
So
York maple syrup? Is that what it is? It's like New York maple syrup, or is it
I
like
would guess.
Vermont?
I mean, this is I know where they are. They're upstate New York, so I would think so.
All right.
Um,
Canadian.
so this is in a city that never sleeps. The diner is the institution. Short
Hmm.
stackers are toast to those late night haunts.
Okay.
The characters that inhabit them. Distilled from hardy New York rye, mellowed in American oak, then finished in Vermont maple syrup barrels.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, I got something kind of cool I'm going to show you, Ti, in a second.
Oh boy.
Smells good.
Does it smell like maple syrup?
It's got a little sweetness to it. I'm going to let it breathe for a second. And
Yeah.
actually, for 1 second, I'm actually going to turn off my my background for a second.
Okay.
All right, so that's me. So I can show you what I got here. It's kind of cool. So I was looking for a solution for my job for like a new little mini screen. Got one of these little like
Oh yeah.
yeah, I can either go that way or that way with it. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
That is cool.
So it's kind of cool for doing a show because it's a perfect like reading page for me, almost like a pamphlet.
Nice.
It's kind of cool, right?
That is
Now, for
pretty
whatever
cool.
reason, when I plug it in directly into the HDMI, I lose the touch
Yeah.
capability.
Well,
But
technology.
when I plug it into my the other one, it's all touchscreen, which is kind of cool. But either way, it's actually kind of a cool little device.
Nice.
So it's aged a minimum of 3 years.
Okay.
The it's 95% barley, 5% malted barley.
Okay.
It's 92 proof. Bold spot, rye spice, rounded by some little minimal sweetness. Kosher certified.
Ooh.
You know what means a rabbi's there getting drunk.
Got to make sure it's kosher, man.
All right, so the tasting, I got some tasting notes here. It actually won some awards at the International Wine and Spirits Challenge in 2022. They got gold.
Ooh.
They got some kind of tag spirit award at the foreign awards, no. And then won the International Spirits Challenge. Got the gold in 2021.
Spirits challenge.
Yes. All right. So for the nose, it should be aromas of vanilla, maple, and oak hint, and big flavors to come.
Ooh.
You know, it's a light, it's vanilla-y, sweet. Kind of
Hmm.
sweet, but not overbearing. And you're right, there's oak there. There is oak somewhere at the very end there.
Okay.
Okay, so now for the palate, I'm going to be getting sweet maple and vanilla mellow into mint and spice from a hearty New York rye base.
Hearty New York
New
rye
York rye base.
base.
Oh,
All right. While you're doing that, I guess I'll intro to my selection for the first one.
um,
Well, I want to drink whiskey too. You're over here drinking whiskey.
get yourself set up. I'm telling you, let me say the flavor. Well, I got it. It is sweet. Maple's
Uh,
not there, but it's just sweet.
uh.
Okay, and vanilla. Now go. I think it is my story about my
It's
whiskey.
my story. So I'm bringing into the to this first selection for myself the Sagamore Spirits Distillers Select. This is tequila finish rye whiskey.
That's interesting.
So they
Have you had
finished.
that before?
I have not had this before.
Okay,
So I just cracked this bottle.
this
Um,
is really
so this one they finished their straight rye in extra añejo tequila barrels. The result is remarkably unique tequila finished whiskey with notes of agave and vanilla on the nose and honey, peppercorn, and orange citrus to taste. So this one comes in at 98 proof. It's aged 4 to 5 years. And other things of note is this one in particular is batch 2C in bottle 1496.
okay.
So, all right, go ahead and talk about your flavorings while I get myself poured here.
No, you don't care. Nobody cares. It's all about you.
We all care.
And
That's
no,
why
no.
we're here for. That's what we're here for. I got weird.
No, it's actually this is really the flavors are there. That is a mint on my lips. It's kind of funny. It's like I just sucked on like a minty like a piece of mint. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's interesting. This is very good. A hearty New York rye base. I'm not sure what that actually means. I just know this has definitely a rye
Well, I
flavor
imagine
to it.
it'd be like that rye, like a heavy rye, which is the spicy, right?
Mm, mm.
Okay.
So I checked out. I hit their make a cocktail.
Mm.
Autumn in New York. 2 parts short stack, half fresh lemon juice, quarter maple syrup, 2 parts apple cider. That actually sounds pretty
Ooh,
good.
that does actually sound pretty good.
It really sounds actually really, really good. I would double all those ingredients, make a big old thing of it, and walk around. Man, something bit me. Something bit me.
So on this one, you can definitely smell it's a rye. So you get the rye spice.
Okay.
I don't know if I've smelled agave enough to know.
I know it's sweet because I had that agave syrup that I use for cocktails
Yeah,
occasionally. So it should be sweet of some
but
sort.
I'm imagining because it's añejo, so I'm imagining like a tequila agave smell, not like a syrup smell.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of vanilla there. I could see that. Mm. Oh, that is freaking awesome. All right. So for me, right off the note, like off the bat, it's definitely honey, peppercorn. Like it's got a pepperiness to it. And there's like floral notes in there too. This is
Hmm.
really nice.
Now, how much is that a bottle?
I wish I could remember. I bought it a while ago. So this one I picked up at sheesh, where did I pick this one up at? This might have been an ABC grab, honestly.
Okay.
And I think it wasn't super expensive. It's not one of those ones where I was like, oh my God, the price of this is insane. So I'm gonna
Right.
cherish it forever. I just think I grabbed it because I thought it was unique. And I
Sure.
hadn't
Okay.
seen it before. So I think this one was like like Sagamore Spirits, right? So it's gonna be like 50 to 60 bucks probably.
Okay. Yeah, mine was like 52
Yeah.
for the Hudson. I thought that was at this place where I was at the Crown. I thought that was reasonably priced. They had a lot of things that were not reasonably priced. Stuff that I have here for like I
Mm,
got under 100 and yourself like 120.
hmm.
Stuff like that. They were ridiculously priced on some things that were just like, wow, you're like $100 over.
Oh, dang. I
Like
hate
I can
when
literally go to ABC down the street and get that for $100 less than what you're showing that, right? Like bizarre.
that's so weird when when places do
Yep.
that.
So bring it back to politics. The saga. The thing that broke this country apart. That landmark court case in Indiana naming the taco a sandwich and
Yeah.
found out why it happened. And
Okay.
actually, I'm gonna have a rant about this too. So apparently, some dude in Indiana had a food truck selling tacos.
Okay.
So the audience didn't have tacos listed. So it turned into a 2-year court case. Stupidest fucking thing that I've ever heard in my life. I'm cursing on that. They made a court case out of somebody. How many food truck invasions have you been to? And there's at least one or two taco trucks there.
At least there's usually more.
So, like, honestly, like, if I lived in that area, in that city, wherever that took place, and I found out that my city officials let a case go on for 2 years, that costs money, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it costs money, right? And the funny thing is that poor guy who's doing it, fighting for his business, is also paying his taxes to pay the city to sue it, to fight him, fight him,
Yeah.
right? But this guy had to go in there and then the judge declared it a sin. Like to me, I'm like, this first thing happened a couple years ago. Like somebody should have said, like, just write in taco in there, man. What the hell? Like, why
I'll
is that a thing?
yeah. So that's it. Like
This is
knowing
the
that's
stupidest
the
thing.
knowing that's the backstory. It's like
Yes.
what would you guys ever know that a taco wasn't a thing? Like is taco
Like,
brand new to you?
see, to me, that means somebody in the city at that level has that control. Didn't want them there because that means they had a family member, two family members with their food trucks. They didn't want a taco truck coming in there and taking their business. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm a conspiracy theorist, like,
I think we
because why
should.
else would you do that? Like, why, like seriously, why just like guys? Just write it in. What's wrong here?
I think
Like, it's a taco.
we need to send in an investigative reporter. 60 minutes, something like that.
Yeah,
Special edition.
you get Laura O'Donnell on it. Why just said her name in Indiana? A taco is a
Wait,
sandwich.
wait. No, we need the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. You have to
Oh,
have that music. You have to have the
right.
music
That music
going.
in the background, right? And he just wanted to sell a taco, and the city official ended up missing. They found him with jalapeno shoved in his mouth.
If you have any information on the whereabouts of the jalapeno
But
killer,
isn't that the stupidest thing ever?
it is
Why
dumb.
that was even a court case was that reason?
Yeah,
That
it doesn't
is
make any sense. It doesn't make sense.
no, no. All right, I'm going in for my second round here. I'm going to drop a cube.
Cool. I went a little heavy on my pour just so I could.
Well, you can always drop a cube in there at any given time.
Hmm. But I'm actually going the opposite. I got some chilled water.
Yeah.
I brought my water dropper with some chilled
Well, you brought your
water.
dropper. Oh, I should have brought my dropper for the that's okay. For the yellow spot. Because I would
Hmm.
treat that like a scotch,
Yeah,
I
you
would think.
should. Yeah.
Yeah. That one. And we'll talk about that one when we get to it. Oh, I said it out loud. Ah,
It's too late. You ruined it. I'm
the
not
show's
editing it
over.
out. It's
Turn it
done.
down, turn it down,
All
show's
right,
over.
have a good one, everybody. See you later.
Yeah, yeah. Mikey fucked it up again.
Over here, jacking shit up, man.
Mm. Okay, with the ice, that maple comes out.
Okay,
It was a nice swig of maple I just got. That is tasty. Oh, I like this better on ice.
still letting
This
mine.
is nice. Mm. Oh, that's tasty.
Ooh. All right, I just did a little bit of ice, like chilled, or it's not ice, chilled water. Um, man, that you can taste tequila.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mm. But
So I
it's really
found
light.
another.
It's really light.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I found another cocktail on their website.
Okay.
Collins dinner. No, I'm sorry, the Collins diner. 2 parts with the short stack.
Okay.
3/4 part fresh lemon juice. 3/4 part maple syrup, and then club soda. That sounds pretty good too.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah, their website's kind of cool. Like, I like the way it's organized for the cocktails.
I think it's cool that you're tasting it now with ice because if you're making a cocktail, that's how it's going to taste. Like that's the flavor of the whiskey right there.
And I would understand why this would be just good because that maple is coming out,
Hmm.
you know. But where I'm in Boca too, there's a couple liquor stores I gotta go hit. I hit one or two so far, and they were kind of weak. Not counting the Crown when I went to today.
Oh, that sucks.
There's a couple that look
But
promising.
so the chiropractor that I had down there, she used to go to this place down in Boca. I think it was Boca. I'll have to find out the name for you since you're going down there all the time. Apparently, the dude. So it's a guy. Mainly a bar, but if you go there and you get good with the guy, he'll actually sell you whiskey.
I think that takes some time and effort. I'm not going in there that much.
Nah, you might want to though. Apparently, his selection is freaking awesome.
Is it?
Yeah. So
Mm,
while you're going down there for the job, make the connect, and then bring him on the show and have him bring some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let me put my background on here. Where I'm out of compliance right now
Hmm.
with the Frisky Whiskey stuff that Leroy has set for us as our
Yes.
CEO.
You don't look like you're dying as much this time. Is it nicer
It's not
weather?
super hot, and my fan's working better. I think my fan's like kind of on the fritz. It's been out here for too long.
Oh boy.
So, but honestly, I think if I take it down by the same exact one, I think it goes right back up where it went.
Yeah, it's true.
So there's a very common warehouse type fan that I bought.
Why don't you just buy like 30 of them and just have them sitting up in your attic or something like that?
Be
Like just
ready.
every year you just swap it out.
Flop now. That's funny, man.
All right, so really like one of the reasons why we mentioned WTF today, that stupid crowd strike nonsense, man. That had
Somebody messed
I
up big.
worked for 13 hours. It was such a long day, man.
That sucks that affected you at work.
Yeah, it was like crazy. I like got
So
a call at 4 a.m. and I was just like, what is happening?
really, you got to call at 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it was like all right, everything's blown up.
And that's that storm hit too. We had a big storm here. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not here anymore. I forgot.
Yeah.
You're in that place now. That place.
That magical place called North Carolina.
Hmm. Funny good barbecue yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you come up to visit, I'm just saying we got a place to go. Actually, we got a couple places to go. I found a cool like bar restaurant called the Quiet Pint. It's actually like they have really good burgers and stuff, like smash burgers.
Okay.
And they don't have the greatest whiskey selection, but they have like pretty solid craft beers that are from North
Okay.
Carolina.
That's about
So,
you know.
yeah.
You gotta get what you get. So you know where I got my dinner tonight? You're gonna be jealous.
Mm-mm.
I was also gonna do a double shot too. I went to that what's that place off of by Tropical Smokehouse, but the other place it's at the taco guy, soy sauce.
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh my God. So got an octopus one.
Hell
I
yeah.
got they had a special shrimp BLT one, which is pretty good. I didn't actually eat that one
Ooh.
yet.
Ooh, that
But
sounds
when I ate
good.
on the way home, they had a ribeye and chorizo quesadilla.
That's just mean.
I ate that thing. I mean, it was like perfectly fried where the cheese was like hard and crispy but good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then I had a pork belly taco.
Nice.
So I got a brisket taco and a shrimp taco waiting for me
That's
after the show.
awesome.
I was so hungry when I got there, man. I'm like, because I was ordering a couple things, like, oh, I'm gonna have to eat something on the way home. There was no way. And I was like, I should have ordered ahead at the other place, got some ribs, it's like in a burger.
Yeah, that place, man, is so freaking good. Actually, it's one of the that and Tropical Smokehouse are the two places that I was like, damn, I should have hit them one more time before I moved, but I just didn't have time.
Well, I can overnight you a burger.
It ain't gonna be the same, you know that. With how greasy that thing is, it'd just be like a solid block.
Yeah, wrap it in saran wrap in tinfoil. It'll be fine.
Throw it into the air fryer. It'll be okay.
Yeah, this Hudson stuff is good. So and I could be wrong when I'm saying we've had this before, but remember I went to that wedding in upstate New York and I came back with all that whiskey?
Yeah.
One of the whiskeys I came back with was a maple rye from them, but it wasn't called short stack then.
Yeah. I don't
I wonder if they were experimenting with it then, because I
maybe.
remember it being much stronger, much more bolder. But then again, my palate was very different back then too.
Or it could have just been like they have a release for up there and then they have a release for distribution. And you got the distribution release.
Possibly, possibly.
Yeah. I could see them doing that.
Yeah. Well, like the Widow Jane's, we can't get everything that Widow Jane makes,
Hmm. These are facts.
and they're in New York.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to be moving into a little tasty. If I would
Tasty
have bought
treat.
this, if I would have purchased this normally, this would have been one of those, okay, special treat for me. I deserve this one because they're normally a good price, right?
Yeah.
Decent price,
Yeah.
right? So I was going to this place in Jupiter that I found one of my finds. Found one of my finds. That don't make any sense. But they were closing.
Okay.
They were going out of business.
Ooh.
If I would have known about this 5 days prior, I probably would have pulled out every credit card I had, matched everything because everything was 30% off. And if you spent over $500, they gave you 50% off.
Damn.
But by the time I got there, it wasn't worth doing.
Slim
I,
pickings.
it was like if I was stocking, if I had a home bar that had stock up,
Yeah.
always stock, different story, right? But they had one bottle left of something for 30%. Okay, which was like, it is the
You disappear, everybody disappears. The
right.
yellow spot. So now we've done the green spot on this.
We've done the green spot, and they have a great collection. It's not just the green spots and the yellow spots. They have a lot
Hmm.
uh,
They have a blue
of
spot
varieties.
and the red spot.
Yeah, and I like how it's packaged. I love
Yeah.
that Scottish feeling. You know,
Good old
uh,
Irish whiskey.
and it's kind of bottles kind of
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, you have to sit behind it. We got to be all mysterious behind the bottle.
Right.
Be like,
I
hey.
like I like how the label is. It's kind of cool. So normally these are what $120 or something like that,
Yeah,
or
there's somewhere around there.
125. So I got it for like 30% off. So I got it for under 100.
Yeah.
So well worth it. It was the last one, so I would have bought like whatever they had.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
I
I
was
said
surprised
before
that
we
was the last
started,
one.
I would have had you buy me one to ship it to me.
Oh yeah, I would have done that. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, technical difficulties.
You know, Leroy, give me your teeth. Come here. So I always talk about my daughter. I love her. She I got some surgery recently, like
Oh,
last week. Oral surgery, but all her baby teeth didn't come out, and her adult teeth grew out in front of them, and all her baby teeth were behind them. So they had to pull out like 6 teeth.
that
That
sucks.
sounds painful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has like long roots apparently because they're crazy. When I tell you that girl had
Uh-oh.
no pain whatsoever. Like when we got her home, we followed the directions. We gave her the Tylenol, the codeine, and then, but then like the next morning, I go, you know what? Let her tell me she's in pain before I
Yeah.
give her any more. We were just rotating Tylenol and ibuprofen every once in a while. We weren't even giving it to her on a regular basis. We were just giving it to her like, hey, yeah, take this one now. Like it wasn't even like she never even batted an eye.
Huh.
Yeah, like
Nice.
zero. So either she has a really good pain tolerance, which could be good and bad. You know,
Yep.
it was funny though. Like when I asked her to do something, oh, I can't. I have a condition.
She's such a little shit. I love it.
You have a condition? I can't do that. I have a condition. While she's playing her game or her computer, well, that condition should put you back in bed. Then let's go to. I have a condition. I have a condition. I have multiple conditions. Okay,
You're not old enough to have conditions.
do you know what the word means? Condition.
I
Oh
love it.
god. Right, so, oh, so wait, so Yellow Spot has won some awards. Rather than
Mhm.
okay, okay, rather than being simply a finished whiskey, Yellow Spot is is special in that it contains whiskey that has been matured for a full 12-year period in three oak type tests. Oak cast types: blood, American bourbon barrels, sherry, Spanish sherry butts, and uniquely Spanish Megla casks.
I do love Spanish butts.
Especially in Miami. You drink something there.
The water's just different.
The water, the water makes them go out. It's crazy there. Um, so the Medlar cask brings an exotic sweet note to the whiskey, making it a truly delightful taste experience. Only extremely limited quantities of Yellow Spot has been bottled, making it a whiskey to seek out and to savor.
Mm, fancy.
Okay, fancy. It's won the Ultimate Spirits Challenge in 2017, San Francisco World Spirits Channel 2017. So 2017 was the year they came out probably with this whole thing, right? Because they
Yeah,
won. They
if I remember correctly, it's when we did the green one, they were relatively new because
think
they
so.
they were bringing back an old recipe.
Okay. Actually, this is interesting. Okay. So real quick, so they won like Ultimate Challenges all in 2017. They won a bunch, like they kicked
Yeah,
butt. And here's something else. While Green Spot is often described as tasting like green apples, Yellow Spot is more in character with juicy red apples.
it's not what I was
Complex in
gonna guess.
character. Yep. Well, you've had it before, right?
Yeah, we both had it. We had it during one of our
No, no,
Irish episodes.
no. They're talking about the yellow right
Oh,
now.
yellow spot.
I've
Yes,
never. Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So now the nose is going to be mowed hay, cracked black pepper, red bell pepper, nutmeg, clove oil, and green tea, sweet honey, peaches, and this megala cask, which I have no idea what that would be. So there's a lot of smells going on there.
There is a lot.
Whatever that is, it's freaking amazing.
Gotta love whiskey.
There's that it's like being outside. It's there. The peppers must be the spice in my nose. I don't know about the red bell pepper thing. Nutmeg, probably.
Well, red bell pepper to me would just smell like water. Like peppers don't
Yeah,
smell like
yeah.
really anything. It's like sweet water.
I'm not getting a clove, but like, I can see where the tea and honeyness to it. But whatever this megalo thing is, I don't know what that would be. It says peaches. Uh, you know,
Maybe it's when you
peaches,
put water on it, you know.
peaches
Maybe
for you, peaches for me.
millions of peaches.
Peaches, peaches. Are you ready for your second bottle, sir? Clean your glass up.
Continue. I have a little bit more. I'll let you taste
Yep.
it and wrap yours up, and then
Taste
I'll
it,
introduce mine.
wiggle it, and share it. All right, here we go. So the taste,
Enjoy your
honey
Spanish butt.
sweet. Work on that for next show. Um, Honey sweetness with hot still spices, flavors of fresh coffee, creamy milk chocolate, and creme brulee. Notes of red apple and toasted oak. The finish is complex with sweetness throughout, followed by a mix of red grape, dry barley. I mean, this better be like this sounds like a roller coaster ride.
It does.
Whee, whee, you love that.
It sounds good.
That's good. Wow. There's that coffee, like that roastness of coffee's there.
Okay.
It's creamy. I guess maybe the coffee and the chocolate are kind of mixing together with the creme brulee, so it's kind of creamy and just creamy coffee-ish. Mm. Um, I bet you apples come out with the water or the ice. The yolk is there. That's that. Yeah, that is good. It is a dry barley at the end, though. My mouth is dry.
Okay.
They're not off on that. I don't know about mixed red grapes. A mix of red grapes. I like different kind of red grapes. Like I got like five or six in my mouth. Hey, hey, hey! See, I should have made a video. Now you should put me on video. I told you years ago. All right, this is very like I like this.
Well, so I just realized, and I was thinking about it in the back of my head, and I was like,
Oh,
I recognize it. I couldn't put it down, put my thumb on it, but I grabbed a bottle we've already done before. Now I
did
have
that?
whiskey.
I did that one on the show before.
Yeah, this one. That's why I was asking you earlier.
No, I've done it before.
No, we've done it before. Episode 30, Elijah Magnus. We did this bottle, episode 30. So
The Murray Hill Club.
now the question is, I have a unseen to you collection of whiskey behind me, but I don't know what to do. I could keep moving forward and see if I think the flavor's any different, from
I
what
would.
we
Our palates have changed. I'm like, that's why I'm so glad I went to this Hudson whiskey
it
because
has been 28 episodes.
it's like a year ago.
Yeah, that was episode 30. So it's almost 30 episodes ago.
Yeah.
All right, I'll continue on the path.
Yeah. One little thing I just found on the Yellow Dot website. If it wasn't for a chance discovery of an old bottle of intact yellow spot in the little museum of Dublin,
That's what it was. That's what it was.
this delicious
Yeah,
bottling may never have been re-released.
yeah,
So this was actually something from way back when.
yeah. No, it was
That is
rediscovered.
awesome.
Yeah. All right.
I want these Spanish cherry butts now.
So if you want to hear what we said about it the first time, it's episode 30. We did Elijah and this one. So it's kind of lame that I chose this. I could have sworn that we hadn't done it. I was positive, and then I started
Hold on, wait a
questioning
second.
myself.
You said it was episode 30?
Yes, episode 30. Although, actually, no, it's not, because that one was straight bourbon. This one's different.
This one's different.
This one's different. So
Different.
that one we did the straight bourbon
Wait,
whiskey. This one is the blended version.
no, wait. Which episode we do it in? Episode
30.
28, you said? 30?
Yeah. 30. So I stand corrected. It is different. I still win.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hold on.
I just told you it. I was just looking at it.
I don't believe you.
I know you, obviously. Anyways, so for my second pick, now that I know I am right and I'm not going crazy, so this is the Murray Hill Club. This is a bourbon whiskey blend. So this particular one, it's a retro brought back to life, right? So Joseph Magnus used to create this original pre-prohibition spirit more than 100 years ago. This one is a blend of 18, 11, and 9-year-old whiskeys to deliver notes of butterscotch, honey, toffee, autumn baking spices, vanilla, and char with a hint of black pepper that lingers.
I love when the butterscotch is involved. I really do. It's one of my favorite like profiles for a whiskey for some strange reason.
So this one's also
I
won a
think,
bunch of awards, and it
yeah,
comes in at 51.5% or just over 100 proof.
100 proof. All right, a little,
Just
more
over,
man,
just over.
a little more
Oh,
manly.
bro. The cap. There we go.
You
I
broke
gotta,
the cap.
I gotta re-glue it back on. Look at this. Look at this
Oh, I hate
bullshit.
when that happens. I
Like,
hate that.
and I unglued itself. Anyways, I could fix that. That's fine. I have the technology. All right, let's see what this goes on about. This actually is a really nice dark color. I like this one, at least color wise. Okay. Ah, shit's flying everywhere. Get in there.
Mm, this
Okay.
yellow spot is so good. Mm, all right.
Oh man.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, mama. This is a nice smelling whiskey. So the butterscotch is there. It almost smells like there's something else along with it. I'm trying to like it's triggering a memory and I'm trying to remember what it is. It might just be that it's toffee.
Mm.
Almost like, you're hanging out with your
Down in
grandma
the
and
bathroom,
she's
you're crying.
yeah, that's it. No,
Mhm.
it's like it reminds me of hanging out with my grandma and she just keeps feeding me too many like
Oh,
sweets. And she's like, have some of this, have some of
that's funny.
this.
That's why I like the butterscotch flavors in whiskeys because it reminds me of like the Werther's candies.
Yeah.
If you have a Werther's,
Hmm. So that's, I mean, there is a little bit maybe of some spiciness. I can't tell if that's coming from the char or not, but man, this smells freaking awesome. All right, let me clean my palate a little bit better because I want to really enjoy this. 18, 11, and 9-year-old blend.
it's a good mix. It's a good range.
Hmm. Oh man, that is savory. That's like mouth-watering savory.
I like that word savory when you have a whiskey like that. It's nice.
Ooh, this is nice. It's not super sweet. There's definitely like you could tell there's char. You could tell that like oakiness, that kind of peppery.
Right.
That is balancing all of the sweetness that's in this. So it's like spicy and sweet at the same time. It's really nice. The nose I can't get over though. The nose is I don't know. For both of the whiskeys that I brought to the table, they are both equally impressive on the nose. I think flavor wise, this Murray Hill Club though wins.
That's what it sounds like so far.
This is like my mouth is watering. Like it wants more.
So I just add a little water to mine,
That's
a
so
couple of
good.
droplets. It just kind of mellowed out. It didn't really change like dramatically. It just got like softer in every area.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that about the green spot. It didn't change a lot. It just kind of like muted the flavors a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. But I'm gonna try it with some ice. I want to see something. I'm gonna experiment here. My whiskey, I'll experiment.
You do whatever you want. Man, that flavor is something else. All right, so cost wise, this one I
But
100% picked
yeah,
up at Total Wine. Um, this one I picked up at Total Wine. I want to say it was like $100, but it might have been more. I've had this one sitting around for a minute, actually waiting for an episode, because I didn't think it was on one of our episodes, and it turned out to, yeah, I was right. Um, but yeah, man, this is worth every $100, man. This is the smell of it, the flavor of it. It's
yeah.
it's
They have
ridiculous.
it. No, I can go to my total wine and get it possibly.
Possible.
Or
That's
was
the one
this
I
like
picked. That's the one I picked it up from. So there's a
okay? But it wasn't like
potential.
a limited release. It wasn't like one of your special vault things that you boys get
No, it was no
from your
special release.
vaults.
It was no special release or anything like that. It was just I went in there because we were discussing um it might have actually been episode 30 and shortly after that I went and picked it up, not gonna lie. We were discussing the cigar one, the cigar
Mm,
blend.
mm, mm, mm.
And I remember going in there and I wanted to try and find it, and then I didn't find it. I found this one. And I'm happy I was wrong about the other one. We did the straight bourbon. So I found this one and it was around the $100 range. So,
Okay.
but this one, yeah, 100%. Like I would suggest you pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed at all.
Okay. I will have to go do what I was doing, buy a bunch of whiskey I shouldn't be buying.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Nailed it.
Man, nailed it. So with
Right.
the ice, actually, no, this is interesting. The water
So
mellowed it,
good.
but the ice brought back the spice.
Oh, so it kind of
That's
like
different.
buried the sweetness a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like maybe the chill effect buried the
Okay.
sweetness and brought and the
We
spice
do
like
we do know about the chill effect. It's weird. It has a weird impact
yeah.
on whiskeys. So I just brought water with me. So I just did 4 drops. And it's not super chilled anymore. I mean, it's a little bit colder than room temp at this moment.
I think I would try and collect the greatest the spots, if
That's
you
what I
will.
want. Yeah, that's what I want to do too, because I
Yeah,
got the
I want to
grain.
collect. Let me see the history of the spot here, man. Let's see what's going on here. Robert Mitchell in 1803 killed William Wallace
Ooh,
and made
there we
whiskey
go.
from his blood.
So one of the things it brings out with a little bit of water was the toasted finish.
Okay.
It's really pleasant. It's almost like a little dry and kind of charry. It's really nice. Oh, that's good.
I'm not gonna go through a story, but they have an interesting story here. These
Mhm.
guys at Yellow Spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, yellow spot, green spot, red spot, blue spot, they're all the same place. It's that they're really interesting because they're like a small distiller.
Yeah. Wow. So I have to admit, I like this neat, and I like this with ice, and I like it with water. It's not bad with ice. I would drink this with ice when I was chilling out. It's hot, you know.
Yeah.
But I think inside the house or with a good cigar, I think neat's really good.
I would have either of these whiskeys with a cigar chilling wherever. It doesn't really matter.
And I actually like to have that octopus taco I had tonight too. That would have been pretty good with this
Mm. I think the tropical smokehouse smash burger with the Murray Hill Club would probably go really well together.
because it's very oaky and charred.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tasty.
What a well balanced whiskey.
Mm.
Bravo. This is really good.
It's been
So
hot
what
in Florida. Been
is
hot
it?
here, man.
You
Yeah,
know, the funny thing is that's one thing that it's been hot here, but
it cools off at night, right?
no, there's like no humidity, at least comparably, right? So it's like there it'll be 100% and it'll be like 95. So it
Yeah,
feels like it's 110.
yeah.
Here it's 94, but it's 60% or 70% humidity. And so it feels like 95 degrees. Like, so you're just like,
Yep.
I don't even break a sweat when I go outside and it's hot out. Because it's like there's nothing like my body's so
That's
used to
horrible.
down
I step
there.
outside and I went actually here, my day, I went through four shirts today.
That's
Four
crazy.
shirts. Four shirts.
How
Four
many
shirts.
miles? How many miles did you drive? Like 4, 5, 6, maybe?
For every mile I did, I went 7 miles back. I was in Miami. No, so no, actually, no, it sucked today. So I had to go. So from my house, it's in Palmer's Gardens. I had to go Pompano.
Yeah, okay.
So I went down there early because I'm like, you know what? I'm not dealing with fucking morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
Absolutely.
Not dealing. So I got there early and I found this little tiny hole in the wall breakfast nook.
Ooh,
Two old
okay.
ladies.
Nice.
It was a 4 egg bacon, cheese, and mushroom omelet.
Nice.
But her potatoes, I don't know what seasoning she used, and they were kind of like soggy, but like cooked at the same time. And the onions were like just like butter. Oh my God. It was amazing breakfast.
Okay.
And as I'm sitting there, and it was like kind of like this weird like when I got there, I turned into like this area, it looked like a plaza. I turned around and it was like a gas station, but it didn't seem like a gas station.
Huh.
And like all these trucks were in. It was like bizarre. But like as I'm sitting, I had tables in there. I'm sitting there. Every guy that walked in, they knew who they were. They knew what their regular was, and they were making their breakfasts to go very quickly.
Damn.
I was impressed. It was two old ladies. It was a Spanish old lady and a white old. Looks like she spent way too much time in the sun with that silver thing that you put in front of you.
So, like a hot dog that's been in the microwave too long.
Remember well, something about Mary Magda Fonda? Remember
Yes, 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 yes.
the landlord lady? Yeah, her. But the breakfast was amazing. It was 12.99, and it wasn't like a piece of bacon in that omelet. It was like loaded with bacon.
Damn.
So I love that kind of stuff.
So that means that's going to be your breakfast spot anytime you have to go down to Pompano?
Yeah, I had to go down there. I don't want to talk about that. So then I was in Boca. Then I went back to Stewart. That was craziness to Stewart. Then I had to go back to Boca.
Oof.
That's why I bought the bottle of whiskey, and
Yeah. And then we're here now.
you own your own business. This is you gotta do. That's what it is.
That's a lot of travel for the day, man. That's a couple hundred miles.
Yeah, I hate driving too. It's horrible. I hate driving. Although I used US one a lot today.
I do like US one driving. It's pretty
Yeah, I
chill.
mean, this morning going to Pompano, I took Turnpike, but like coming back from Boca wasn't bad this morning because it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock ish, so it was bad. It wasn't bad. And then going up there back to Boca, I left at 3:30 from Stewart, so I got there before things got crazy. On the way home,
Yep.
uh,
Hit US
uh,
one and just cruised up to the taco
yep.
place and
In fact, I tried to jump on 95 at Wilbright. I got right back off of Boynton and went back to US one.
yeah. Don't no,
I'm like,
there's
no,
like there's
no.
a whole thing about that, man. You don't touch 95. The turnpike is even iffy. Like sometimes it'll roll
Yeah, this is
through,
where I was. I was already east. I didn't want to go
but
west at that point.
yeah.
So
Oh, because then you're hitting all the traffic trying to go to 95 and it's
yeah, and
crazy.
through Boca, that's a nuts going west in Boca.
Hmm.
That's horrible going west of Boca. No, the US one has been actually consistently good every
Yeah,
time.
it's not
And then
bad.
and then like this week, there's been like these horrific accidents on 95. So last week, on right before Hopestown going north, a suspicious package was on the ground. They shut down the highway for 2.5 hours.
For a
There were
suspicious
cars
package.
overheating. It was yeah, and I thought it was a bad accident because they did this thing where they closed off the highway with these high like light things. And, like I think a couple of trucks overturned.
Nope, it's just a backpack sitting in the road.
And 2 days ago, so it was Wednesday, a bad accident took place on the southbound right before the Stewart exit, but somehow a car flew across the highway and hit a lady on the northbound side.
What the fuck? So it just closed 95.
And well, no, I got lucky. They closed it. They closed the southbound side. My side, they had the one left lane open, and I drive by, but I didn't notice. So I read the article, but I drove by her. It was a woman in an AT&T truck, and I'm like, as I'm driving by her, she's just standing out in the road, and her car was just like the whole side of her car was like shut. I'm like, and I'm looking around. I'm like, how did her car get over here? It made no sense because there was no other cars on the northbound side, but her car on the side of the road all dented in, and she looked bewildered.
I would be too. She's probably wondering the same thing that you were wondering. How did she get
I
here?
was like, what? And then I read the article, and all the article in the news said today was somehow a car went across and hit another car on the northbound side, so it affected both
Somehow,
sides.
somehow. Has nothing to do with
There
rolling
was one
over the
car that had
Jersey
rolled over and it
barrier.
was like completely black. It was like smoking. It was like completely black. I was like, what kind of accident was this?
Florida's unhinged right
It was
now.
probably one of those crystal meth cars that blew up.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're all Florida.
yeah. Bath
Like
salts and crystal
you
meth.
know, at food truck invasions, you can't get the crystal meth truck anymore because it's not in the ordinance. So you got to petition. Is crystal meth a sandwich? It's
No, it's a shake. Is it a
shake.
shake?
Our specialty with ice crystals. Oh my God.
It's the next thing coming out. Is crystal meth a shake?
It has health benefits if you put protein in it. Some whey protein,
Throw some veggies in there, some
right?
fruits.
Kale. Those kale, mix kale in there. That's all you need.
Kale meth and
Kale
protein.
method and whey protein.
Done.
Right.
There's your pre-workout right there.
Right? guarantee you, the first day, 500 pounds you'll be lifted.
You might also eat someone's face off, but that's a side effect. Yeah.
Look at it's not like bath salts; it's different.
Oh my God.
So now the question is, what do I go back to? I'm staying with the yellow dot. I mean, but after tonight, this is actually going to be put away for a little bit. I
What
am going
the
to savor
the
this.
yellow?
Yeah, I want to share.
Honestly,
I want to share. I want to share that with people. I want people to experience that because that is, as an Irish whiskey goes, that is probably maybe the best Irish whiskey I've ever tried.
I was just thinking about like both of mine too. And I think both of them deserve that spot of like, don't kill it. Like,
Yeah,
have some occasionally,
even the green one. Yeah,
but it's like, don't kill it. Enjoy
no,
these whiskeys.
yeah,
I want you to experience it when you come up to visit, so you know what I'm talking about. But it's like, if my buddies ever come up that like whiskey, I'd like them to try this.
yeah.
Why not?
We're so different than our parents and grandparents. Our parents and grandparents are worried about people coming over to have cake in the refrigerator, always ready to go. We're worried about we have whiskey ready to go.
We're like, we
Guys,
have
come
to
on, I'll
have
let me
the
all
right.
share a bottle of Yellow Dot whiskey.
You can't just have the cheap shit.
But you
Anybody
know,
can get the
yeah,
cheap shit.
you were a kid. At some point, someone came to your house before there were cell phones and all that. And someone came over unexpectedly, and a cake came out of the freezer out of nowhere or
It's true.
refrigerator.
It's true.
Always,
Usually
man.
for me, it was the freezer. Usually it was,
Yeah, it was like a Sara Lee or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you weren't allowed to eat it unless someone came over.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Holly, my wife used to do that. She used to it was the Pepperidge Farm lemon layer cake. She
Okay.
keep it in the freezer. Oh, if someone comes over, I'm like, who's coming over?
She's like, no, no, just in case,
I'm like, times have changed. People just don't knock on the door anymore. You get shot down. Before there was cell phone and texting, it was cool to suddenly come
Half the
by someone's
people don't
house.
want your lemon layer cake. The other half
Right.
are on meth, kale,
Smells
and
pretty good though.
protein.
So yeah, nowadays, right? Is that like a mixed grain cake?
Is
Yeah,
that
with like pink
vegan?
sawdust.
Is that a vegan cake? Is that gluten free?
Gluten-free. Does it have caffeine? You
I
know what I
can't
watched, man?
eat it
So,
after 10
uh,
if it does.
I don't know why it's caffeine. Do you know what I watched the other day? It was on History Channel.
Oh.
They had these shows, the foods that made us, the toys that made
Yeah,
us.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So they were doing the cola wars between Pepsi and Coke.
Oh, okay.
So, Pepsi is actually the one who came out with the very first diet soda drink.
Okay.
And you would think with Diet Coke how big Diet Coke is. It was like kind of cool stuff like that. How that those things were transpiring during that time period.
So Pepsi introduced cancer, sugar. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, and then Coke found this other
And then Coke made it big.
yeah, and Coke found another chemical called aspartame. But actually, it goes into why we have the Coca-Cola we have today. But if you go find the Mexican Coca-Cola, which is actually the original formula,
Hmm.
if you can find it, our publicists around here sell it. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it from my guys. I know one of my guys likes it. So it's Mexican Coca-Cola only has four ingredients,
Yeah.
which is the original recipe. Our Coca-Cola, the American Coca-Cola,
Has 800.
which was introduced before they did the new Coke, way before they did new Coke, they introduced high fructose corn syrup to it, made it easier to produce, cheaper to produce. But that's what we have today.
How come we don't get any of the good shit here?
Yeah, they import it from Mexico, apparently.
Why did that's not the only thing I've heard. So Canada has something that what was it? It's like a cereal or something, but they ship it up there and it's just natural. It's like there's no food dye or anything. It's just
Mhm.
natural and all good. And it's what we used to eat before they introduced all like the bullshit stuff.
Right.
And
Before
now they
Kellogg's got
introduce
involved.
and then they introduced all the bullshit stuff. And now we have to eat all
Yeah.
the chemicals, but Canada gets the good stuff. Like, just give us the good
It
stuff.
was
Why?
Kellogg's and
What are
that
you giving us the bad stuff for, man?
it was Kellogg's and that damn Captain Crunch fucker. He fucked everything. Those damn
like,
berries fucked everybody up.
like, just give us the good
Dude, they used to
stuff,
smoke the berries
man.
back in the '70s, dude. Back in the '70s, you had this toy that you would get. It was like the submarine that you put
They call it getting
powder.
crunched.
It would never work. It was really a pipe to smoke the fucking cherries.
Yeah, they call it getting crunched.
Yeah, that submarine never worked. I had four of those things at least. They would just sink right to the bottom.
Bullshit. We always get the bullshit stuff.
But you know what though? Toys were cool in the mid '70s to like early '80s in cereal. They
Yeah.
actually had real toys, like something cool inside each
Yeah.
box.
I remember getting them when I was, in the 80s. We used to have
Yeah.
cool stuff. You'd like rush to get to the bottom of the cereal. My mom and would always yell at me for trying to like dig my arm in to get the toy
Oh
out.
yeah.
She's like, get out of there. And I have to wait
Oh,
and
my
eat the
mom bought
entire thing.
boxes of cereal in my bedroom.
Yeah, you want instant gratification. You just want the toy,
Yeah.
man. I don't care about the
I remember
cereal.
Alphabet used to every once in a while they would have these things that they would make these little like atrium domes and you could grow things in them.
Yeah.
And that was like the best thing ever.
And now what do they give?
Fucking
Shitty crossword puzzles on the back.
yeah, on the back. Scan it, you can play a game while you eat.
Cut this out to make the mask of something.
Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate when you make you cut something out of the box.
Yeah, you have to
So
supply all of the things. They just give you a cardboard box
string
with the
glue
shit
sticks
inside.
and you need gold, you know.
Parental supervision.
So I think in TI, I think it's getting time to we're babbling. We probably
Yeah, it's all right.
should probably just,
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
hang out after. We'll talk
ah,
after. I got to
yeah.
talk about.
All right. Fine, fine,
End the show. It's time to end the
fine.
show.
They're
Someone's
tired.
adding the
They're
adults
tired
here.
of listening to us. I
We're just
get it.
babbling,
It's fun
talking
babbling
about
though.
stuff, strippers and red
But
balloons and tits. What?
what? With that said,
I'll be at the
make
KBS
sure
Albert
you
9.
make sure you head over to our Instagram. Make sure you check out our YouTube where we post our videos. Also, head over to the friskywhiskey.com if you want to make sure you catch our episodes, as well as check out our merch store. Also, make sure that you check out foxcigar.com if you want your cigars. They have wicked awesome kits. They also have all your cigar needs like ashtrays and lighters and those little packs that keep your cigars fresh and all of those things. Plus, our boy Rob, he's the one that comes up with all the kits.
Yes, he does.
But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure hanging out with you this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Mike D, cheers to you, sir.
TI. Cheers. Good night tonight. I like the show and tell.
Have a good one, everybody.